What is up, YouTube? As you can see, today we are talking about drumsticks. And more specifically, we are talking about the Vic Firth Freestyle Drumstick. So this is one of Vic Firth's newest sticks. The concept behind this stick is that it's a little bit longer than most sticks. So the sizes that they have in this particular kind of style are 7A, 5A, 55A, 5B, and the 85A. Those are pretty typical sizes. The 85A and the 55A are kind of unique, but the bigger, kind of thing that interested me about these sticks were they're a lot longer than normal sticks. Here's a 5B for reference. You can see it's like an inch shorter than these freestyle sticks because these freestyle sticks are longer and they also have something to do with the taper on them. You can watch their video to get all sciencey about it.
Normally, when you make a stick longer, the balance point actually moves backwards. And when you take a stick and you make the taper longer and you pull it back, the balance point actually moves up the stick. So here, with the freestyle stick, we're doing both at the same time. So now you have a sweet spot that's more than doubled in size.
But basically, Vic Firth was claiming that these sticks, because of how they are tapered and how they are cut, even though they're longer, they have a wider range where the stick balances and sounds good, which I found interesting. I love Vic Firth, and I am an endorser of Vic Firth, but just because you're an endorser of a company doesn't mean you should believe everything they say just because they say it. So I kind of got these sticks and said, I wonder if that's true. Like, could these sticks really feel better playing them? Because as many of you know, there is a balancing point on a stick. And when you get far enough away from that balancing point, you start to lose either control of the stick or you start to lose sound quality. I emailed Vic Firth and said, hey, can you send me those sticks? Because I'm curious. So I got them here, and I can say with confidence that they're right. These sticks definitely do feel, even though they're super long, it feels weird at first, but when you start playing them, they don't necessarily feel like a really long stick. I think they're totally right because of how they engineered them, how they cut them. These sticks feel a lot more controllable than most long sticks that I typically play. At times I've played the Extreme 5A and the Extreme 5B, which are, 5A and 5Bs, but longer, and those never felt great when I was playing them quiet. But when I was playing super loud, they were great because I could choke back further on the stick and it felt like that was more of the balancing point. But these sticks kind of do it all. You can choke, and this is what they claimed. You can choke up on the stick and you can play it really quiet and it still feels controlled. And then you can also, choke back on the stick and it still feels controlled. It's not a gimmick. Whatever they did to cut this, it actually does feel good. Now, I will say these are really long sticks, so even though they don't feel out of balance, they still feel really long. So I would say, to me, the 55As and the 5Bs feel the most like a stick I would actually use. The 5As and the 85As and the 7As all feel a little too thin and toothpick-like. And that's not a knock on Vic Firth. I don't play small sticks. I play rounder sticks. Even if they're not that heavy, I play rounder sticks. So to me, the added length makes a small width stick feel even smaller, even though it's not. It's the same width as it was. It's just longer. But the added length does kind of warp your interpretation of how thick or thin the stick is. They all sound great. They all feel good. But I would say the 55A and the 5B for me are sticks that I would actually use, and I think I will. I think on some gigs coming up, I'll play these. Let's talk about the tip of the stick. I'm not particularly fond of an acorn tip, which is why I use the barrel tip 5Bs and the bolero stick, because they have more rounded tips, and I think this tip is a nice balance. It sounds good. It's got nice cymbal definition. It sounds like a good tip. It's not thin. it doesn't color too much, and I feel like it's a nice tip for this stick. If you're into experimental sticks, and if you prefer a longer stick, the Extreme 5As, the Extreme 5Bs, definitely give this a shot. It's a really unique stick, so you should definitely check it out. It's worth picking up a pair. I would recommend, though, going to the music store and playing around with a couple, because, like I said, because it's a longer stick, if you usually play 5A, the 5A might feel a little thin because it's a longer stick, and you perceive it thinner, so you might want the 55A. I also forgot to mention that if you're used to certain sticks and then you get sticks that are a lot larger, but like I said, don't feel that much longer, you're probably going to drop a bunch of sticks. Like I said, since they feel balanced in a lot of different places, but they're a lot longer than most sticks, you're probably going to catch some rims. You're going from your snare drum to your rack tom, catch it on the bottom of the rim, drop the stick. It's probably going to happen. It'll take a second to adjust when you start playing on a drum set. Quick little video, but these sticks are definitely worth a try. The Vic Firth Freestyle stick. Put in the comments, what sticks do you play, and are you planning on trying these sticks out? I'd love to hear your thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, and yeah, hit subscribe. Ding that notification bell. I'm coming out with videos every single week, so make sure that you're not missing out on those. And yeah, I'll see you in the comments.